Hello, wonderful mindset warriors. It's Judy McKenzie here. I'm making a video today because I have a confession. I have fallen from mindfulness temporarily. I'll tell you what happened. It's a crazy thing, and the reason I share this confession is because you can fall into it so easily. And I spend most of my time thinking about how to stay in the present and how to be mindful and how to keep my whole physical system settled, because I do know and understand and appreciate the damage that is done within the body when you have an agitated mind and an agitated adrenal gland and all of that stuff. It's just a never-ending cycle. And so back to my confession. I have been knitting like a crazy woman. I knit socks. Sounds crazy, but I like knitting socks, and even more importantly, I like giving them to people. And I make these kind of fun socks, these camp socks. And but I'm most happy doing it when I'm watching TV mindlessly. So I've got a kitten on my lap. I've got my socks. I'm knitting away. I don't need the pattern anymore. I just kind of do my thing. And so what I thought I would do is I would watch The West Wing again. I watched that years ago, that TV series. It's on Netflix. So of course it's political. It's about the president and his staff, and it's very well done, and I've really enjoyed it. But what it has done is it has got me over focused on the U.S. political situation. So what I was doing was I was actually, at the end of my day when I go to bed, and for those of you who know me, I'm a night hawk, so I like to stay up half the night, which is not good. Anyway, I started watching some of the comedian episodes about Donald Trump and about Hillary Clinton, but Donald, he does a lot more things that appear to be entertainment, but they really hit at a fear level for me. So anyway, I've been watching that just before I go to bed, and then I'm not sleeping particularly well. And I was finding that I was scrapping with people on LinkedIn about, looking at long-term pictures and things like that. And in a discussion with a friend of mine last night, and I was telling her, I thought, no, this is not okay. Not okay. I'm consumed with fear and consumed with anxiety around what's happening in the States. So I've had to call a halt to it. So I've made a decision, and this is how to pull myself back from, the media craziness that makes what could be a bad situation appear horrific. And I know better than that, and I'm not sure why I fell into that, but that's the confession, is I've fallen into that media thing. I'm okay now. I have made a promise to myself that I'm going to get to bed in a relatively early period of time, and I'm going to read positive, optimistic kinds of things. And I know some folks will say you don't read at all, but that's not going to happen. Anyway, if you ever find yourself in a position where you are consumed with things that are rattling around in your mind, and they are outside of your ability to influence, then by all means, pull back. Pull back. I read an interesting article not that long ago. It said your mind is sort of like a snow globe. So, when you shake it all the time and there's all this turmoil in there, well, that's exactly what's happening with your mind. And if you set it on the table or on the floor or wherever, within a very short period of time, it just all settles down. Well, that's exactly what I'm having to do, is to settle myself back down, start to make sure that I am thinking about my abundance thinking and thinking about the things that I can influence and how I can have a positive impact. And so there you go. There's my confession. I fell off the mindfulness and the mindset wagon, but good to know I'm back on track. And I just wanted to share this little tidbit with you. So I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. And if you are feeling like your mind is a snow globe, sit yourself down, breathe deep, and focus in on something that is very positive. In my backyard, I have the most wonderful little sweet peas that I planted because I call my grandson a sweet pea. And they are the most fantastic color. So I focus in on the color that catches my eye at that particular moment, and I breathe, and I can do it. I'll do that for 10 minutes as a clarifying, grounding component. But you can do that anywhere. You can do it with a lavender smell at night. If you want to take a lavender scent and rub your hands and rub it all over your face and underneath your nose, and then you can breathe in for 5 minutes, calm yourself, clear your mind, good to go. So there's a couple ideas of things that you can do when you're finding you're doing a snow globe. Anyway, enough of that. Talk to you soon, and have a fantastic day. Bye for now.